All right. Hey everyone again. Thank you for your time being here and joining us today. It's a wonderful morning Friday. Hey, happy Friday. By the way, in Vancouver. My name is Maria. I'm the marketing manager of international marketing and recruitment at Douglas College. We're located in Vancouver, Canada. And today I want to help you to save some time on research. In case you're thinking about studying abroad and going and exploring new countries and um, having new opportunities and new life maybe in a different country, I would like to tell you a little bit more about British Columbia, Vancouver, and Douglas College. So again, just to save you some time on research, on Googling, let me show you a little bit about British Columbia and tell you about this beautiful region and beautiful city. When you go study abroad, you usually concerned about several stuff, several things. You're concerned about the being away from the home country, being in a safe country. You're concerned about being in the are you able to find a job after graduation? What am I going to have after I graduate from this school? So different type of questions are uh, on your agenda to be answered when you're thinking about going abroad and looking for the opportunities and pursuing your post-secondary education. So British Columbia, it's one of the provinces in Canada. We are located in the westernmost part of Canada, and our main city is Vancouver. And this city is consistently ranked as a top world most livable city. And this is really so comfortable here. Even during pandemic, we are in a lockdown sometimes, but the people are so respectful, so we never had like complete lockdown. We were allowed to go outside and enjoy the sun and enjoy the mountains and the beaches. So I guess it tells a lot about people here in Vancouver. It's really safe and welcoming, and you know really friendly environment here, and you can see that the sceneries are beautiful and the winters are really nice here. So coming from the warm country, you also probably worried like, oh, Canada is so cold. Vancouver has the mildest winters in all Canada, and right now we already have the flowers blooming, the cherry blossom all around the city. So it's a great transition from the warm country to a colder country, but with the mild winters. On top of that, Vancouver has a really strong economy. So after graduation, you will have a good job opportunities. On particular note, we have some industries that they're booming. We have tech, hospitality, human resource accounting, the industries that we really need people. And again, British Columbia has the lowest unemployment rate in all Canada. When you choose the province, you will and the city, you will have a lot of schools to choose from, and we have Douglas College. I work at Douglas College, and obviously, I will be telling you about Douglas College. But again, in Canada in general, when you look for the post-secondary institution, as long as it's a public institution, and Douglas College, it's a public institution, you are getting into the good school, and you will have an opportunity to work up to 20 hours per week while you study. And then when you graduate, you are eligible for post-graduation work permit. So it means that you can apply for work permit up to 3 years and stay here and study here, and work here. And then potentially, if you are willing, you can immigrate. So we have 3,000 students, international students, in the campus, and these students are coming from over 90 countries. So diversity of our student body is one of our priorities, and this is something that differentiates us from the other institutions. We have also over 15,000 domestic students, so this means that you will have the chance to study with the domestic students in your class. The college was founded in 1970, so we are relatively young but also experienced, and we have 3 campuses around in this city. We're not located in downtown Vancouver, but there are a lot of advantages. So this lines is the SkyTrain. It's a metro lines. It's easy accessible downtown. This is one of the biggest parks in North America. Oops, sorry. And what you need to pay attention is the affordable housing. In downtown Vancouver, it's pretty expensive to rent apartments. When you live outside of downtown, a little bit outside of downtown Vancouver, you will have a chance to find affordable housing within walking distance from the college. So the distance from downtown, if you want to get to downtown and explore the city, it's only 25 minutes ride. But New Westminster is where our main campus is, and where the majority of the programs are, is very safe, and it was recognized as one of the friendliest cities for the students in Metro Vancouver area. We also have gyms, libraries, theaters, gallery in the college, and Douglas College International Office is also located in New Westminster campus. Let me show you the pictures of the campus. Oh, no, I don't have it here. But what I want to highlight, a lot of students like to pursue their education in the university, but there is a huge difference between colleges and universities in terms of the advantages. And we also have, from the experience, I can say that the employers, they like college graduates, and the college education is a high education in Canada, right? So from what I see and from my personal experience, it doesn't matter what school you graduate from, what rating the school has. What matters is how passionate you are about your education, how love you what how how passionate and how in love you what you do, and this will be seen by the employers and by your references and etc. The programs in the college that applied, which means that you will be getting the work experience before you graduate. In the university, you get this just theory, right? We also have a great return on investments. You save around 15,000 Canadian dollars per year if you study in the college. We have flexible admission 3 times a year, September, January, and May, so you can start every 4 months. Our classes are small. Comparing to universities, you usually have in the universities 300 students in the class. In our class, you will have 30 students in the class, and of course, the opportunity to work off campus while you're studying. Let me quickly tell you about our programs. We have 2-year and 1-year career programs. These programs really land you in the job market, and they prepare you for the job. And the diplomas are usually 2 years long, and they include 30 credits. So the diplomas require 60 credits to complete, and it usually takes 2.5 years to complete the requirement. If you complete the programs that is 2 years and longer, you will be eligible for the post-graduation work permit once you graduate. We also have bachelor degree. A lot of students are surprised to see that, oh, guys, you have a bachelor degree in the college. Yes, we do, but the difference is that our degrees are applied, which means that you will have an opportunity to take what you've learned and actually do it and put it into practice before you graduate. And our bachelor's degree are equivalent to those that are offered at the universities. It just the instructors, they also work with the industry professionals, and they ensure that you get the knowledge and you get the skills and the hands-on experience that you need to launch your career. Bachelor's degree are 4 years long, and subject area often include business, general science, arts, humanities, and etc. So university transfer program, if your ultimate goal is the university, there is a good pathway that you can take. You can start and take 2 years at Douglas College, and then transfer to university and complete your bachelor degree at the university. By doing that, it will help you to save some money, to adjust to the to the education and the education system abroad, to different teaching styles here, but also will help you to build this connection with the classmates. So again, as I mentioned, we have smaller classrooms, which means you will have the opportunity to interact with the professors, to build these connections with your classmates within the first 2 years in the college. The instructors are usually in the college, they're focused on teaching, whereas instructors in the universities, they are focusing on research. So you will have the from the statistic wise, our students they have better results, smoother transition, better grades once they start at the college. And of course, return on investment. It's cheaper to study in the college than in the major university. But if your ultimate goal is to get into the major university, you can just take our first 2 years. Let me just show you the graph. So you graduate from the high school, you take 2 years at Douglas College, and then you transfer to the third year of the university. By doing that, you will be saving around 40,000 Canadian dollars for the first 2 years. And then you will study the year 3 and year 4 at the university and graduate with a bachelor degree. And after graduation, you are still eligible to apply for the post-graduation work permit. Just feedbacks from our students. Sorry. Let me close this. And one of the advantages of studying in a college is participating in the co-op component. So usually universities, they do not offer co-op component, and co-op component give the students the opportunity to build their resume, to network with the employers while they're earning money and also finishing the credentials. It's a paid experience. It's mandatory that co-ops are really are paid, and we see that our graduates who took part in the co-op, they're more successful in finding job after graduation. They build their self-confidence. They get this record in their resume that they do have Canadian work experience, and they definitely put into practice all this theory that they learned in the classroom. On top of that, you will get help from our career center. So they will help you to build your resume, to build your LinkedIn profile, to work on your interview, right? So we really encourage our students to take this opportunity to take part in a co-op. While you're at university, usually universities do not have the co-op component. So again, our programs are applied, which means that you will get this practice before you graduate and you will apply all this knowledge. Getting to the most interesting part is our tuition fee. We have one of the most affordable tuition fees in Canada, and also provide a range of scholarships. So in total, you will need around 40,000 Canadian dollars per year. That would include your accommodation, your living costs, and also tuition fee. The good thing is that you do not need to pay all this money in upfront. You will need to have access to this money, but for example, for tuition fee, $18,000, you pay by semester, right? In terms of the scholarship, we do have two types of entrance scholarship. It's a regional and entrance, and a merit-based scholarship. You can receive up to 4,500 Canadian dollars in scholarships. All right, the admission requirements is pretty simple. You need to prove your English proficiency and also your completion of the high school with the minimum GPA of 60% in the final year and the minimum grade C in grade 11 mathematics or equivalent. Talking about scholarships, you can receive, as I said, up to 4,500 Canadian dollars in scholarships. As you can see, the range for the regional scholarship varies from 500 to 2,000 Canadian dollars. It depends on your performance. You don't need to submit the application. Once you submit your documents, we will look at your grades and we will nominate you for the scholarship. So the higher your grades, the higher your GPA, the higher your chances in getting scholarship. But the minimum has to be 80% GPA. As you can see, in order to enter Douglas College, you need just 60%. But in order to be qualified for the scholarship, your GPA has to be over 80%. And for merit-based scholarship, 2,500 Canadian dollars, we will require a separate application. You will need to write an essay proving and explaining why you think you should be getting this scholarship, showing us your previous academic performance and your engagement in the school and community, your personal development, if you're a winner of the multiple competition or you're a captain of the sport team, that all counts, right? And as I said, both of these scholarships can be combined, so you can receive up to 4,500 Canadian dollars in scholarship. The application process is really simple. You can just reach out to the Come Study International agency and they will help you to submit the application. The visa success rate is really good and they will help you to prepare the package. The application fee is $100. And once you have all the documents, just bring them to Adele and Come Study International, and they will help you to submit the application. Our application process is really quick, and this is again something that differentiates us from the other schools. Usually the processing time is 5 business days if you submit a complete package. And once we send you an offer, you will have 1 month to accept the offer. And by accepting, I mean paying the application fee. Sorry, deposit, the tuition deposit. The tuition deposit will be around 7,500 Canadian dollars. That would cover the first semester. As I said, you do not need to pay the whole amount in advance. You pay by semester. So this 7,500, 600, depending on the semester, Canadian dollars would cover the tuition fee, the materials, insurance, and student fees. Again, if you are qualified for the scholarship, you might be covering part of these expenses. And one of the important things that you need to remember, again, we have 3 intakes, January, May, and September. We encourage you to submit application before the deadlines, because the seats are getting full early. Right now, our fall semester looks pretty full, so we might be closing it before May 31st. And also please keep in mind the visa processing time. So the earlier you apply, the better. And this is pretty much it for me. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer all your questions. I hope I gave you the short introduction about our college and the province, and save you some time on researching. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, I see some questions here. Sorry, I had the whole screen open. Now I can see the questions. For a few questions, please. Okay, what would you say is the most attractive thing about studying abroad? I guess the exploring new possibilities, exploring new opportunities, and what benefit do I have to access to? I have access to as international students. Well, you will have an opportunity to work part-time while you study. You will have an opportunity to graduate with a post-graduation work permit, which means that you will be able to stay in Canada longer once you graduate, and it will give you the option to potentially immigrate if you would like to stay in the country. The Canadian education is recognized around the world, so if you would like to come back to your country, or you would like to explore other options, you will be able to use this diploma around the world. What factors must I consider when choosing the program of study? Well, I guess what are you passionate about? And as I said, in Canada, it doesn't really matter what school you graduate from. It matters how passionate you are. So if you really like let's say geography, and your family supports this decision, in Canada is really, or environmental studies, right? Canada is all about environment, and you will be, if you're really eager to study and learn, you will be a really good professional. And yeah, it's something that I believe you should choose something that you really like to. And of course, consider what I'm going to do after graduation. You can explore the job postings in the city, in the area. What are the options available after you graduate? What positions are available? What is the pay, and etc. What will you say are some of the challenges international students face on campus, and how they are assisted in addressing such challenges? Some of the well, right now everything is online, but when we were on campus, some students, they get sometimes homesick, and they really want to connect with their families. And we do have clubs here, and students from one country, they get together and they build the clubs. And we also have student services and support for the students to overcome this challenge. One of the challenges might be because you're international students, the way how we teach here in Canada is different from your home country. So it's just adjusting to these new styles. And a lot of students, they just take the university preparation courses, and they learn how to write this essay, how to do the researches and the group work before they come here. yeah, there definitely it is a challenge to come to the country, but once you adjust, you will, you know, get up to speed, and you will be enjoying the process. What do schools look for in international students? I think we look for strong students. We look for students who will be successful, right? You are coming here, you're coming far away from your home country, you spend a lot of money, and we want you to be successful. So we really look into your performance in the school, right? And again, 60% of the GPA, it's the minimum that you need to have. We really look for the students who are passionate about what they study, who are coming here to study and explore and learn new things. Which university do your students normally transfer to after their first year of Douglas College? We like Douglas College is there, you know, has the our students transfer to all major universities around Canada: UBC, SFU, University of Toronto, University of Victoria, University of Alberta, McGill University. So all major universities. It's like a, you know, it's the beginning of our associate degrees and university transfer programs are really popular among high school students. And I told you the reasons why. Yeah, pretty much everything. One of the most important things that you need to pay attention, you have to know which school you want to transfer and which program you want to transfer. So our academic advisors can help you and assist you to take the credits and the courses while you're at Douglas College, so you can fully transfer them to university. What factors did you consider when you were choosing to study abroad, and how has the journey been for you so far? Well, I wasn't an international student, to be honest. I'm originally from Russia. I'm an immigrant myself. But for me, it was one of the main factors was how safe the country is and how stable the country is. And Vancouver, we lived in Montreal a little bit. It's a French province. And then we moved to Vancouver, and we've been living here for 9 years, and I enjoy here every single day. You know, you don't feel here as you're an immigrant. And I think this is really important. The country, Canada is the country of immigrants. It's the second largest country in the world. But the population is 37 million people. So Canada really needs people, and people with local education, right? So, and really supports immigration through education. So the students who are come here to study, they really pursue their education, they become specialists, and then Canadian government support them and would like them to stay in Canada. Right. So I guess the safety, the affordability in terms of education, and the recognition that even let's say you decide not to stay in Canada, this education will be recognized around the world. It's one of the factors that you need to consider. All right. Well, I really hope I answered your questions. It's really nice to meet you all. Really nice to see people in the questions. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to Adele in Come Study International, or reach out to me. We'll be happy to answer your questions. And wish you all the best. Stay safe. And
thank you, Maria. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having you too. Thanks for the information. And we also want to thank Ms. Sadaya, Mr. Fosu, Jeffrey, Albert, Solomon, Philip. We see you all. We thank you very much for your time and for being here to consume the information.
Stay safe, everyone. Happy Friday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.